Oh, nah, don't you start with that. You really trying it.
You trying what?
Welcome to Pillow Talk with D and E.
What's up, y'all? I'm tired.
Welcome to Pillow Talk with D and E. I'm tired now.
It's been a long day, man.
So, I don't think my scarf is coming off.
Huh?
The scarf is coming off.
It's
Anyway, all right.
It's
So
cute.
thank you. Today, we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages quiz. If you haven't read the book is by, I believe, Dr. Chapman. And it's literally called the 5 love languages. So we took this test as like a, what do you call them, a litmus test? Or what is it called?
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Shut up.
That sounds about right.
I wanted to see if we still loved each other the same way we did when we first met, because Dwight and I have been discussing how, things are changing as we get older. We met when I was 22, going on 23, and I'm now, this is almost 10 years later.
After we met, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we met in 2009.
So literally 10 years later, things are just completely different. I'm 31, going on 32. And so we're gonna get right into these results. We already took the quiz. We didn't want to go through all of that with y'all, but
yeah, we just want to show y'all the results so that this video wouldn't be mad long.
So I want to know if he's surprised by the results, right?
Yeah, because we haven't looked at.
He hasn't seen mine. I haven't seen his. So here we go. I got out. So there's your highest score can be a 12. Okay, so I didn't get a 12 on any of them. So I like a well-rounded. I like to be loved well-rounded, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. We're both tired.
If that's what you want to call it, well-rounded. Go ahead, start.
Anyway, so I got a 9 in words of affirmation.
Okay.
That shocked me because I don't believe it would have been that way 10 years ago.
Probably not for real.
No.
He was a little bit more physical 10 years ago.
I'm not even sure what that means, but we'll delve into that a little later. Anyway, I got a 9 in words of affirmation, and then I had a tie. At 7, I got a tie with physical touch and quality time. I for sure thought quality time was going to be my highest one, right? But I'll explain why all of this makes sense in a minute. And then for receiving gifts, I got a 4, and acts of service, I got a 3. So the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time, receiving gifts, and acts of service, right? So the way I thought this was gonna go was quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts. Completely, none of that is how.
You talking about like the order of how you thought it would?
That's the order of how I thought it was gonna be. So what this says is, at this point in my life, I need to hear encouraging words. I need to hear I love you, the reasons why he loves me, and just more positive speaking, being supportive.
Sound about right.
Yeah.
Because that sounded about right. Actually, because we had to kind of go through that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Because I wasn't like doing it enough.
Well, in the beginning of our relationship, he did it a lot. I mean, literally, he could read my mind.
Because, like, I don't know. I think, too, I guess because we were younger, and we just needed, like you said, like different things
at different times. And the thing is, I didn't appreciate it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't appreciate it like I should have then, because I definitely need it more now because I look different, I feel different. So back then I was in shape, so you didn't have to tell me I look good. I already knew. But we had moments in our relationship, where we just kind of were like 2 ships passing. I would leave out the house, makeup done, stuff like that. He wouldn't say nothing, and I'd be like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I barely wear makeup. I don't have makeup on right now. I barely get dressed up. You mean to tell me that you didn't notice this at all? So it was, you know.
In my mind, I'm like, all right, you know, you look good, and I'm not thinking. I'll be kind of like in my own little world. So I'll be like, oh, I know she look good. She representing me. She knows she need to look good when she leave out the house. Yeah.
So fellas, please understand. We need to hear it sometimes too. In the beginning, that wasn't always me. I could care less what he thought. I was gonna wear what I wanted to wear, look how I wanted to wear, look whatever. But now that he's my husband, I do represent him, so I want to know that I'm doing it well. So that's that. And then the I'll go over the physical touch and quality time because they were a tie. Physical touch is not always sexual. I actually love to be touched by him. Like, just even right now, how he's laying on me, it makes me feel like he wants to be around me. It makes me feel like he still wants me. That type of deal. And sexually too, I love physical touch. I'm a gentle touch person. Literally, like this, just doing something like this while we're watching TV would completely, like, I'm okay with that. Just to know that you're present and you're here, which kind of leads us into the quality time thing. With quality time, I'm a quality time person where I don't want phones. I don't want
no phone, no nothing.
No nothing.
In a dark room, staring at each other in a dark room.
He has. So the problem is with him in the beginning. See, I think we've kind of switched roles.
Yeah, probably.
Because in the beginning, he would be like, "You really not trying to put forth effort to spend time, or you're not trying to, you're not here with me while I'm here." He would come visit me, and I just was like, "Well, if I see you," type deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I think I would push that because of the fact that we weren't living in like even the same area in the beginning. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, if we barely see each other as it is,
yeah, why are
we not having like that undivided time? Why are we not having like that undivided time? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, all right, we see each other all day, every day. Well, not all day, every day, but you know what I'm saying? In the general sense, we're seeing each other all the time. So it's kind of like, I can kind of multitask while we're together.
Yeah, but it actually boils down to being disrespectful to me. I can't stand it. If I'm talking to you, you better not pick up that phone while I'm talking to you. Especially if I can see, because we joke a lot and we actually use our phone to talk to each other. So we send each other memes. We screenshot things to each other. I understand that, but like, I'm getting older now, and it means a lot more if you're making eye contact with me and completely understanding what I'm saying. So I've changed in that realm where I can't stand it. I can't stand it. And he's gotten a lot better with it. And a lot of people are like, oh, and this is for the people who think that our relationship is perfect. I know these are small things. Like, nobody's cheating or anything like that. But it makes a difference for me because all day, I am doing things for other people. Now I need something from you specifically for me. And that boils down to, no, like, don't talk to me and do this. Oh my God, if you scroll, I will. It's been a couple times I will smack that phone. It's bad. But yeah, so quality time. I like to spend time with him. So, and then I'll go over the one that was the least, which is acts of service. Are you surprised about that one?
A little bit. Because like the quality time one makes sense, physical touch makes sense, but the acts of service kind of is like, I don't know. But read the actual, like, whatever the definition is.
Okay, so acts of service says, can vacuuming the floor really be an expression of love? Absolutely. Anything you do to ease the burden of responsibilities weighing on the acts of service, person will speak volumes. The words he or she most want to hear is, let me do that for you. Laziness, broken commitments, and making more work for them tells the speaker of this language their feelings don't matter. Find ways to serve them.
You know what? Now that you actually read the definition, that makes sense that that's your least. Because even if somebody does something for you, if it's not the way you want it done, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Just throw it out the window. Don't even do it. So you know what? That actually does make sense.
Don't do it.
Because you be mad ungrateful sometimes.
I know it comes off as ungrateful. I know it comes off as ungrateful. But I'm telling you right now.
If it's not exactly how
if
you're
not
going to
get it,
or how you want it.
If you're not going to do it. No, it's not even how. It's not. If you're not going to do it when I need you to. That's the biggest issue we have.
So many factors.
No, when I need you to do it. If I say, hey.
There are so many factors in doing stuff for Maria.
If I ask you to do a thing, I mean do it now. Not 5 hours from now. That's why I need you to do it. That's why I asked you to do it. So it can be done now. Because I might have plans for later. I may have something to be done. I can't be comfortable in my house unless it is absolutely clean. I'm trying to tell you.
How she wants it clean. Not just like, oh,
floors. It can't be straightened up.
The floors is mopped, bathroom clean. But if it's not passing the white glove test, Maria can't relax.
I'm sorry, I cannot. My house, I have an expectation for my house. I cook in my house. I think people should have an expectation for where their food is made. And so...
Sometimes it's excessive. I will say that.
At least you know where you get your food is very clean. Shout out to Granny Cakes. So I thought he would be surprised about that, but yeah, I don't.
That one actually made sense. Not that you.
I'd rather him not do it. Do something else. All right. So here's yours. Hold on. So now you guys know how I like to be loved, and that goes for family too. So if I'm around my family, don't be on your phone while I'm trying to talk to you and my friends. Hey, Boski.
All right. All right. So this one is a little interesting. So I got a 9 for words of affirmation.
So we both had a 9 for that.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure I do well in that area.
You don't.
Oh my gosh.
You don't.
But you never needed that before.
I need it now.
Look at that. We have changed.
I'm an old man now.
Baby, you look good.
And
you are good too.
I need words. There you go. There you go.
You did my break. He did my breaks today. Y'all was so excited. He's a good man.
I'll be trying. Anyway.
Is that how you do it?
Moving on. So, acts of service, I got a 7, which that actually does make sense. Because, like, sometimes you don't feel like doing everything. And then especially if somebody's like kind of going out of their way to help me accomplish like something I need done, I do enjoy that. That does actually work for me.
Does it happen a lot?
Yeah, you always be helping me with mad stuff. Or even just like, I don't even have to worry about a lot of things, especially when it comes to like things in the house. There's a lot of stuff I don't have to worry about, as if, let's say, I was with a different kind of spouse, or like if I was like by myself, like
sorry, y'all, I know that
like a single person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it really does take the stress off of me.
So I do a good job in that area.
Yeah, like I be stressing about so many other things. You take care of a lot of stuff to where I don't have to. It's like autopilot. I don't ever have to like second guess or worry if stuff is going to get done or whatever, because it just you handle it.
And see how where that was my least favorite. For him, it was very important, but we go together very well because I already take care of it, because I don't want him to do something that I don't like. So it's almost selfish.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
It's almost selfish because I'd rather it be done before, like, so he gets off after me. So I'd rather the house be completely done and dinner be done. Dwight is the type that if I would get off after him, he would still be having stuff going on like while I'm coming in the house.
I want the dinner to be hot.
Like he's sweeping while I'm eating.
You know what I'm saying? I want the dinner to be hot, and I got to clean up as I go. Like,
so that doesn't give him the opportunity to sit down with me. So see how that works for the love languages? It actually balanced out in that area.
What did it say? Quality time was a 5, so that's kind of like even killed. I could kind of take it or leave it. Like, quality time is cool. I just kind of like...
That's surprising to me.
I just was just like, oh, okay, I know you in the house. All right. We're both in the house together. We don't got to talk to each other. We don't really got to just
I'm okay with that too.
Sit up underneath one another. But it's like, oh, I know if I walk in the room, she's going to be in there. or like I could just lay down next to you. Once again, we don't gotta talk. We're kind of just being each other's presence. That works for me.
I'm surprised about this because legit, he has to be. You have to touch me. That's you thing.
But we don't have to. I don't really have to talk or nothing like that.
But that's spending time with me. Like you have to. Like me, I can be off in my room doing my own thing, and you can tell he's like coming and peeking in.
I just be wondering what you're doing.
I'm so surprised. And then like he's gotta plan like trips for us. We gotta like do things. He's our planner when it comes to us doing things together. It's not really me. So I'm really shocked about the quality time thing because I have to be honest. I'm not, even though I like quality time, I'm like a simple quality time person. Like he said, we don't gotta talk, just be in the same area. But he wants to like do things together.
Yeah, sometimes.
How about what are you planning?
And then sometimes I don't want you around me.
A ditto.
See, so that works. That's why I only got a 5.
Yeah, why did I get a 7? That's weird.
Because you like to be bossy and you like to be like, put your phone down. So, receiving gifts. I got a 5. I got a 5 in receiving gifts. I do like to get stuff, but not like a lot. And I think it's not big on my list because sometimes I don't like the things that people give me. So it's kind of like I'll be like,
can't buy anything for him.
Thanks.
Can't buy a thing for him. Let me tell you.
I just be like, thanks.
If I surprise Dwight with a gift and it's not exactly what he actually thought he want, like I gotta know what he's thinking. To be, I do not buy him
anything.
Why don't I buy you anything?
But the thing is, I just have issues with that.
Like I have issues with acts of service.
Yeah, if it's not like kind of what I want. Or the flip side to that though is if I feel like you could have gotten like a better deal on it or something like that, that pisses me off too. I'd be like, oh, you should have just asked me because I could have told you exactly where to go get it for cheap.
And so we have.
So that's kind of my problem.
We balance out in that area because I think I got like a 4 in what giving because I don't really care about receiving them and I definitely don't care about giving them.
So last one for me was physical touch. I got a 4. Yeah.
Lies.
Nah,
Lies and fairy tales.
The only time I really like to be touched is like in the room. Like on a consistent basis. It's like in the room.
Anytime we're sitting next to each other, anytime.
No.
Like, he chose to sit like this.
Like
he chose to sit like this.
Because it's comfortable.
Hold on. I'm proving my point.
Because it's comfortable.
Anytime we are next to each other, yesterday.
This is not like out of love right now. This is out of convenience. It was comfortable.
But okay, even if it's out of convenience, even yesterday. No. You wanted to I was sitting in a chair all by myself.
Which chair?
I was sitting in the single chair.
And I came and I just said hi.
No, you said, come over here. I walk by, he touches.
I don't know if that's exactly how.
When he sleeps, he has to have like his toenail, any part of his pinky.
I'm not gonna lie, I do sleep better if like sometimes I just gotta put like a hand on her. It could be anybody, as long as our skin is touching sometimes, and it instantly kind of just like
typically
it mellows me out.
I don't sit like right next to him. He usually asks me to sit next to him.
Sometimes I be like, yo, I ain't seen you all day. Yo, come over here. That's it.
You're going L4 on this physical touch.
Because it don't got to be all the time.
I think you lied. Go ahead.
I didn't lie, bro.
Okay, so as you can see, our test really balanced out, and we both
and it kind of flip flop for either one. Like we kind of played off on it. That was interesting. That's kind of cool.
And then like we both admitted that we wouldn't have, our love language wasn't the same in the beginning. But did you see how in the beginning we kind of flip flop?
Yeah.
With what we needed in the beginning.
So does that dictate to like growth in the relationship?
I think it does. I think, you got comfortable with me, and you are cool. You're confident with our love, and me, I became more kind of insecure because I guess as a woman, I felt like I was older, and Dwight, he's he's still young and vibrant, and I'm not.
I'm older than you.
Yeah, but you're not as vibrant as I mean, I'm not as vibrant as you.
I know, you be acting like old ladies.
See what I mean? Like, I can't do it. But I also do a lot more than Dwight does. Like, he works hard, but I have a lot. Well, you get my emails, dude.
I was just backing out of it.
No.
That was the 6 love language. Read your partner's information. And make sure they're not cheating.
Make sure they're not cheating.
That was number 6.
As you can see, he knows how to get into my phone too. You saw he just got into my phone. So we really have no boundaries with that kind of thing. There's really no need to look. I could care less. I leave my phone around him and vice versa. But yeah, I think this was a good little test.
It's just something to do, honestly.
I will try to
spend
be
quality time together and looking at each other's love languages and learning about what each other needs.
Yeah, well, now I know you need words of affirmations. I legit didn't know that.
I do be liking it. Like when you be sending me them texts in the morning, it'd be like, "Good morning, my handsome man." I'll be like, "Ooh, my day could start."
I try to send him something every morning. Some mornings are more difficult than others, but most mornings I try to send something.
Yeah, I know it's like it got to be like some kind of fire at work if you ain't send me something.
And there's been a lot of fires lately. So you can put down your cell phone, and I can tell you that you look nice more.
I be putting my phone down, bro. Kinda.
The only reason why his phone is not in his hand right now is because we're using it to record. But this is a little short video with Pillow Talk.
How short do you think it was? Probably wasn't that short. Maybe we got to edit it to make sure it's short.
Not really. It's probably like 15 minutes.
All right. So, love languages.
Love languages.
We challenge y'all to go out, take them.
Comment your love languages below. I want to know who has love languages similar to ours. Yeah. And do you feed off of your partner? Are you opposites?
And then 2, put like if y'all like just dating, if y'all married already, how long y'all like that kind of.
Because that matters. Because it changed for us from dating to marriage.
10 years, even though we wasn't together like the whole 10 years in the beginning, we known each other 10 years. You know, getting to learn each other and stuff like that. And it's definitely changed. Definitely changed. That's a long time. God damn.
I didn't realize until I said it.
Yeah. Woo.
We've only known each other 10 years. We've only been married though for 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Woo, that's a long time.
It will be 7 in November. It'll be 7 years in November.
That's a long time, bro.
I know, the same penis for 7.
And with that, that's love language number, I don't know. We'll holler at y'all.
We're gonna get to that level.
We'll holler at y'all. Anything else you want to say?
No. Good night. Thanks
for joining us. Night, y'all.